Yeah, man. It's your boy Killah B back again. Sorry about that. Had technical difficulties. We're not gonna drop a song. We're just gonna jump right up in this motherfucker today. I deleted a lot of my notes by accident, but I'm back up in here and about to get this thing out of the way. Okay. All right. Let's do a couple of things here. Is that what I'm looking for here? All right. All right. We back at your ass again. Hopefully this thing goes right for me. Okay. That's definitely not the right show there. This is the right one. Just bear with me for a second, people. Oh, man. It's always something. Hopefully I don't have to continue this later. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, okay. Why is this shit being so slow? This is bullshit. All right, here we go. All right, y'all, come on in this motherfucker. Okay, let's begin. All right. I'm gonna go over with this guy here. So we see old Yarah and stuff is still pushing this bullshit after I already proved that the bust of that ruler is not lmao, right? He continues to put up this kooky ass book by this author, which we're gonna get into today, of who he is. And one of the other claims this author makes that this person right here is Queen Esther. Can he prove it? No. Because it says right here who this person is. Empress Atosa, right? Now, this is supposed to be the door. This is supposed to be the mother of Xerxes the first, right? So how could this be the wife of Xerxes when it's the mother of Xerxes? I raised some of my notes, so I apologize for that. But pretty much, I didn't really need to get too much into this. You guys can check this out yourself, Empress Atosa, and I want you guys to link this up with Queen Esther. Peace, Sister P. Thanks for coming by. We're gonna be tearing these niggas up today, as usual, right? So he wants to quote from this guy, right? Now, what I wanted to show in here was who he says that person is, right? Say we're gonna get to all this shit talking, right? Stay in your place, fat Yagi, right? Look, so fat Yagi, you can argue the source, but you say I lied. You just a drone, right? See? Abraham and Charlemagne. You can't even prove Abraham, bro. So how this offer is gonna prove Abraham and Charlemagne are right? Let's look all the stuff that he says, lying, slander. You a asexual Yagi B. Your whole platform is all about your surrogate pappies, Nathaniel and Judah, played with your emotions. You lied like the chick that cried rape when you didn't get enough attention. You clout chasing attention whore. Okay, right? We're going to get into that later. But, right? Funny guy, right? Funny guy. But we're going to get to the truth of the shit. Because I don't play games. We ain't got no time to be playing no games over here, right? So, it's about the easiest thing I can do here to find it, what I need. All right, PhD. Okay, let's go to it. Now, Yarah says Gertos is a well-respected archaeologist, a ANE culture and peer-reviewed and published, and does now hold a PhD, right? So who's pseudo Pretty Tony? That's what the man says, right? I dropped this video. Look, he had to make a video. That's when you know that they got their ass handed to them and drug in the dirt. Somebody tell us when that happened, right? Because I showed and proved who that person was that you said was head of Chalamar yesterday, right? Let's go on. Gotta make sure I'm still on the fucking air. Yep, I'm still with y'all and shit, right? So boom. Let's look at this guy right here, right? Gerard Gertulz, right? This is his website from Academia EDU, right? Author at the University Press of America of the book Names of God, Yehovah, which is pronounced. Basically, this guy is a Christian apologist, right? You can do your homework on this guy, right? Let's get to the good part, right? See, 2009, right? It's 2019, 10 years later. PhD candidate, right? PhD candidate in archaeology and history of ancient worlds. Thesis, scientific approach to an absolute chronology through synchronism dated by astronomy, right? Now, see, it shows all his credentials, right? 2012, 2014, right? All the little things he did, his little lectures and all this shit, right? Now, we're not in 2015 here. We're only 4 years later. This man hasn't got his PhD yet. We go to this stuff here. I'm trying to find a better image. This shit look crazy on here. All right? If you can see here at the bottom, or I get a better look here. See if a little quickly. Basically, the guy on this guy's books or pamphlets or PhDs or whatever, right? All right, it's not popping up quickly. You guys can check them out yourself and you can see it. This is all his books here, right? Now, underneath it, it says PhD candidate in archaeology and whatever it was, archaeology and history of ancient worlds, right? PhD candidate. Now, let's take a look into this PhD candidate thing, right? A PhD candidate is not someone with a PhD. It's a person that went to school, studied all this stuff. See, check this out. Informally known as all but dissertation, right? The doctoral candidate has completed all the requirements for the doctoral degree with the exception of his or her dissertation. A student usually advances to a doctoral candidate once he or she has completed all coursework required for the degree. And past the doctoral coursework may not come to end once the student submits the doctoral candidate. Submit to be doctoral candidate. Their journey is full of accreditation, as doctorates are far from over. many doctoral candidates remain in the ABD status for several reasons, including difficulty conducting research, time management, motivational deficits, interfering employment that distracts from research time, and ultimately the loss of interest in the subject matter. Throughout their education, the advisor will conduct weekly to bi-weekly meetings with the student, guiding them along the path to a strong dissertation, right? The earlier you start working on yours during medical school, the better. It's best to keep in mind that the dissertations you develop must contain a specific hypothesis that can be tested and peer-reviewed, supported or rejected by new data discovered by the student. PhD candidates must work independently, which often leads to lengthy periods of ABD status, especially if the student made the common grad student mistake of not vetting their dissertation ideas through colleagues and faculty members while enrolled in the doctoral program. Time is a huge factor in the ability of a doctoral candidate to complete his or her dissertation. So waiting until the last minute to begin could result in these candidates remaining in limbo for many years before publishing their work. Right? Y'all can read this. This is from, I put the link in the chat. Help y'all out here. Help y'all out. Peace, Ngozi. All right? There you go. Now, let's read this next thing on this dissertation thing, right? I got 1 year of college or whatever, so I don't know nothing about this PhD shit. I'm just learning about it. But hey, I'm reading it right here. If any of y'all went to college, masters, bachelors, whatever, y'all can let me know about this, or even PhDs. Please do in the chat or comment below, right? Misuse of PhD. That's unethical. A few months ago, while University of Louisville counseling for psychology professor Mark Leach, PhD, read an email from a psychology student on a listserv who he belonged to. He noticed that the sender had put PhD C after his name. Let's take a look here. PhD candidate in archaeology and history in the ancient world. This in case people can't see that. Let's enlarge. No, there we go. PhD candidate, right? This nigga ain't got no goddamn PhD. And nobody won't fucking back his thesis or whatever. The thesis is incomplete. I wonder why. Because you can't prove none of this shit. Because this nigga trying to tell niggas this is child of man art when the goddamn museum itself telling you that nobody know who the fuck that is. Excuse my language. Let's move on. Remember. Let's remember. Hold on. How do I close this bitch? Okay. All right. There you go. Remember what this man said. Where is it? There we go. Gertrude is a well-respected archaeologist in A&E culture and peer-reviewed and published and does now hold a PhD. This is the man's current website right here. Why doesn't it say his name and PhD? Explain that to me. Let's go on back to the dissertation thing, right? Many doctoral candidates remain in AB status for several reasons. Wrong one. Okay, boom, here we go. And her name. Wait, listen. He noticed that the sender had put PhD after her name. He reached out to her right away. I contacted her because the C stands for candidate, but is not officially recognized and has the potential to mislead the public. The PhD C is sometimes written as PhD-C or PhD-C. Has been popping up more often over the last several years in curricula vitae, that's how you pronounce that, in email signatures. The designation is meant to indicate that the person has completed all his or her requirements for a PhD except for the dissertation, akin to ABD, but all but dissertation that may also use. Students say the terms used has always become common among their colleagues, leading others to think that it is an appropriate way to highlight one's career path. But many psychologists say it's important to understand how these dissertations, destinations might be perceived outside of their use in casual conversations between psychologist friends and colleagues. Within an academic circle, we understand it, but my concern is that as soon as you send something out in an email, it can go anywhere in the world, Lee says, including into the hands of non-psychologists and non-academics. Right? See what y'all saying. Yeah, PhD player hated degree. I'm gonna put this so you guys can check this out too. I'll put all the things I'm reading up in here in the chat. Okay, let's get this thing and this woman up in there too. I just dropped this in here so you guys could know where to go here. Oh no, I dropped this one. Okay. That's right. Player hated degree. All right. So y'all got that, right? So basically, I don't have to read all this bullshit, right? But basically, this man right here hasn't got his PhD yet. And it's been 10 years. So that should say something about this guy right here, right? Let's go on back to this bro right here, right? So he says, so who's pseudo pretty Tony? Talking about Chris Harris, right? After Chris Harris, you know what I mean, just dragged him up and down the street. I dragged him up and down the street. And this dude still wants to keep going, right? Let's take a look at this stuff. Immaculate Neves, another fucking dummy, right? A few months ago, I challenged him on his claim saying that this person in this bust, let me show the bust there. This person, this bust, who he says, who Yarah says is lmao, right? He says that's not Shadow Lamar. It's King Yurnamu, another nigga that can't be proven. See, he shows his artifact. We can match the head of the other figurine we found with this man's name on the inscription, right? We can match. Who's the we? Nigga, you matched it? Who's the we? You and the rest of y'all chachis? That's who figured that out, right? So these two dummies go back and forth, right? And nobody knows who this fuck this is either. I already proved that within, know what I'm saying, in that Old Testament, New Testament group, right? I've been through that. Now, they're going back and forth arguing about it, right? Neither of them motherfuckers know who these people are, right? Let's go on down. Let's go down to this shit here. When he starts talking about me, right? Since we got that shit out of the way. I want to address this. Why is this man calling me Yagi B? Let's look. I didn't know what Yagi meant. Then I went and looked it up, right? Yagi, urban, right? See his little like fruity little things he put up, but that's what I am. I'm a boy, nigga. I'm a boy. Ain't no bitch over here. But we gonna see who the bitch is today. We gonna see who the bitch is. See? You fat, yeah, you can argue the source, right? We already discussed that. So the nigga looking stupid as fuck again, tough, right? Right? Look, you're asexual, Yagi B. You perform, your whole platform is about your surrogate pappy, Nick Daniel, right? He said I was molested by Judah. Where is it? Right? But let's get into this nigga, man. We got to see why this man talk like this. He's supposed to be a man of God, elder. He's supposed to be priest of the white God. Anytime he talks about somebody, it's I'm a boy, Yarah. I'm a boy. Now, what's this, bro? Can you explain this to the people? You was a Catholic priest, brother? Brother, you was a Catholic priest? That's what it is, brother? Huh? Exactly, Nkosi. 10 years, he hasn't been recognized by his colleagues. Absolutely. Absolutely. And this dumb nigga didn't even research. That's the first thing you do. Research the nigga that's doing like you research it. That you finding the research on. You gotta research that nigga. That's common sense. Let's get back to this nigga. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, y'all see that on the screen. Mr. Catholic priest, right? So, what happened when you were about to dedicate your life to Catholicism, all right? And you know, stop dealing with women and stuff like that. You turn your body over to God. And it's children? You sure it was God or was it children? Which was it? Which one propelled you to be a man of your age, knowing what goes on in that organization for you to want to become a Catholic priest, bro? So what happened? I don't know. So you're not a Catholic priest. So what happened? Did you get caught doing something? Is that it? Can you please explain this picture here? Because you look a little feminine in this picture, brother. You don't look too hard, nigga. As hard as you talk, you don't look that hard, brother. For somebody that got all that talk, Mr. Busy B, asexual B. What? Now we starting to see why you talk like that, bro. We starting to see that. So you need to explain to the people, because I don't believe you told the people that you was Catholic priest, bro. Look how he gripping that Bible. Look how the brother gripping that Bible. Come on, man. Yes, that is, brother Yarah. Oh man, yeah. Look at the haters in the road. See, but this is what we do to y'all. We mash you out the place. You gotta mash up. See? Why the brother ain't explain that? Somebody gotta explain that. See? I am a boy. Nigga. I am a boy. I am a boy. I'm not Catholic. I'm not your altar boy, buddy. Why don't you go find some of your altar boys, buddy? I told you to quit fucking playing. Now, I can rant this shit all the way. I don't have a heart for you, bro. I'll bring everybody in it. So, keep your mouth shut, brother. Take that loss. Take the L. Wear it on your big ass fucking forehead and shit, right? And take them damn female glasses off, you bitch. They want to talk about somebody being effeminate. Shit. This nigga had a nerve to call me sexy. Nigga, I'm a boy. I like pussy, nigga. You gave up pussy for the Most High God. See what happens, bro? See what happens? Look, misuse of the PhDC. My old boy right here. Look. And who is books are published by? Lulu. Where's the wait, I want to play something for y'all. So we got some time. We got all this shit out the way. This is easy. I know a lot of y'all don't research, but check this out. I want y'all to do some research on that person in the middle. So this is some homework for y'all and shit. Since y'all want to talk shit about Killah B don't do no lessons, Killah B don't do this, do that, right? I want y'all to prove who that person in the middle. Wait, maybe you can't see it. Hold on. All right, let's get this off the screen. That faggy ass shit, right? Now, let's. Where is it? 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 Y'all can check this out, and it says who it is. It's supposed to be the person that was cursed by Moses or some shit. I forgot. I can't even read what it says. I'm sorry for having that bad image. But wait, is this a better image? Nope, that's the same one. That's the same one. Sorry about that for not. Whoa. Here we go. This is it right here. Moses in the Exodus. All right. Oh, still not saying who that's supposed to be. But on my show last night, this person actually came up last night. I got to go back and check it out. I haven't had time to review last night's show and stuff. Last night was a good show. It was long and stretched out. It got really good towards the end of it. So make sure you guys go check that out. I want y'all to do your homework on this. Right? Y'all see it on the screen. Go see if this person is correct. And does he have any real evidence? And remember, check out these sculptures and where they lay today, what museums they're in, and what they say who these people are in the museums. And then you go look at him and find his claims. All right? So that's a little homework for y'all that actually want to study this stuff, right? So I could get this off the screen, get rid of that. I could get rid of that shit about dissertation. It's another one on that guy. Queen Esther, wife for Xerxes, fairy tale or real history, right? See, and the dude keep putting up there. He can't put PhD next to his name, so he put PhD candidate underneath that motherfucker. Oh man. Look, haven't even been rated. Motherfuckers don't even give a fuck about that shit. Look, publishers, Lou. So this is what I wanted to get to. Chris Harris. I think I said Chris. Get this out of the way here. Oh, fucking Chris Harris, god damn it. Where is it? This motherfucker out. There you go. All right. Show y'all this thing I sent. Chris. We can play this video here. No PhD. Nigga went to school, did everything, but no PhD. Just I get a chance to look at that. I'll see that. Look at that later. Get rid of that. We see that as damn fucking queen. This shit is fucking crazy. Fucking believable. They go lady again. His Persian queens. And you won't find one that says that's Queen Esther. All right. I just want to plug. Make sure y'all check here. Killah be the Witch Finder General. Like, share, and subscribe. God damn it. Yarah is the best competitor in the debate league. Oh shit! Oh shit! Don't believe that shit. So that shit to the tourists, buddy. God damn, where's my screen? All right, hold on a second here. Always some bullshit. Shit can never be regular. Okay, here you go. All right, this shit load the fuck up. I'll close a lot of this shit. All right, that dude there, get rid of that, get rid of that.
Great steaming lumps of thurk. Kent Hovind's busted out of jail. And what a wonderful gift the Lugermeister gave me on his release. In his very first video, he starts off talking about something that was going to be the subject of my next video, this video.
But if you add up the dates given in the Bible, well, you'll find what everybody else has found through history that's done this. The Bible dates indicate the earth was created in 6 days about 6,000 years ago. It is not millions or billions of years old. Years ago, or 4000 BC, God created everything. 4,400 years ago, there was a big flood in the days of Noah that destroyed everything. And that flood explains all the geology of the world, the canyons, the mountain ranges, the ocean basins, the continental shelf. And we cover all that on video number 5 or 6 of our series, which you can see right.
Wait, hold on a second. Why didn't old boys say that he made that those all mountains and canyons, all that shit was dead giants? Why he didn't say those were giant fossils?
Here on the YouTube channel. Then Jesus came 2,000 years
Shout
ago.
out to Potholder 54. Y'all go check out his channel. He got a good channel over there.
Oh, and here we are today, 2015. Today happens to be July 20th, and the Lord's coming back probably. Hopefully.
Any idea when?
Soon, next 10, 15 years, we'll see about that.
Yeah, that's kind of what fundamentalists have been saying for the last 2,000 years. But credit where credit's due, Kent Hovind's absolutely right. Seriously, if you add up the dates in the Bible, they produce an age for the universe and the earth of just 6,000 years. That's why we know the Bible's full of crap, at least when it comes to scientific details. Because we've already seen in previous videos how 4 billion years of geological history doesn't fit into just 6,000 years, and how 3.5 billion years of evolutionary history doesn't fit into just 4,500 years, and in this can't squeeze into the
when ain't nobody. They said that it's gonna be UNESCO is gonna pick it up and make it like some protected by UNESCO and all this shit, right? The UN has never heard any Turkish government presenting that to them or anything. But you go to the website, it says that. Another person I had in one of these, I think it was in the Team Osiris group, right? These two guys said that there was Egyptian artifacts found in the Grand Canyon, right? And there's only one article that ever talks about that. And the article was anonymous, like 2 days after April's Fools. And the people who said that, who they said discovered it, is non-existent. No one has ever been found, no one has ever been able to. I live in DC, where this museum at, and that's not in there. What you're looking at right now is in the fucking gift shop. But this person goes to Pinterest and puts it up as a source, saying, here's the evidence of the stuff being on show. We went to the museum FAQs, and they said, hey, we ain't got no records of none of that shit. So what people All right, I'm back. I continue this damn thing. Sorry about that. The area I live in for this bandwidth is like absolutely horrible. So just bear with me. That's why I talk real fast, because I don't know when shit's about to go down. So
answers in Genesis tells us it was built between 2100 to 2000 BC. So the pyramid builders would have started work on it just 88 years after AIG tells us the first family of humans arrived to settle Egypt. So how many people were around to do this? AIG claims that since the flood, the human population has doubled every 150 years. And if you double the population every 150 years, you conveniently go from 8 people on the ark to around 7 billion.
Oh, sorry.
Hey.
I got the
AIG we're not going to use any of that fancy schmancy scientific or historical evidence. Let's go with AIG's figures. They say Egypt was founded by Mizraim and his family of 8 people.
come on. You know what? I think I'm gonna let's see. Oh shit.
Is the population.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
50 years. So it's just a simple mathematical calculation. By 2100 BC, there would have been about 12 of them.
Let me share this one.
Well, let's say they just started work in 2100 BC. They finished the project according to AIG's date range. So there could be thousands of people toiling on the project by the end of it. No. According to AIG's population growth estimates, the descendants of Mizraim in 2000 BC would have numbered just, well, AIG reasons, maybe they had slaves. But that still doesn't solve the problem, because according to AIG, the world population in 2350 BC was just 8. So even if the entire world population was involved in building the first pyramid, that's still less than 40 people by the year 2000 BC. Well, surely they had labor-saving devices like cranes and hoists. Yes, presumably they did. But they not only had to move the blocks and hoist them into place, they also had to quarry them and shape them with copper tools, and someone had to mine the copper, and someone had to smelt the metal and make the tools, and someone had to sharpen the tools, which would get blunt very quickly, and someone had to make the dinner, and someone had to grow the food, and someone had to make the tools to grow the food, beginning to look like 40 men, women, and children just weren't enough. To get around this problem, Answers in Genesis does a bit of double bookkeeping, change the rate of growth to make it fit. So what is the pyramid? Let's say about 30,000 people. And how do we get from one married couple to 30,000 in just 150 years? Well, you have to double the population every 15 years, not every 150. So now that becomes the rate of growth. AIG calls this probably quite conservative. I'm glad to see there's now an element of doubt in a population growth 100 times faster than the historical record shows. The new figure represents a breakneck speed of growth, and that creates another problem for AIG. A doubling of population every 15 years would mean Noah's 3 sons and their wives would have given us a population of 12 in 2335 BC. By 1885 BC, long before the founding of Rome, the population of the world would be nearly double what it is today, 12.9 billion. And if you extrapolated to the year 2015, there'd be more people on the planet living under the weight of trillions upon trillions. It's like creative accounting. If people want to know how it's possible to reach a population of 7 billion in just a few thousand years, they're directed to one set of books that says the population doubled every 150 years. If they want to know how it's possible to reach a population capable of building the pyramids in just 150 years, direct them to another set of books that says the population doubled every 15 years, 10 times faster. Just hope no one asks both questions at the same time in the same room. Then we come on to another problem of trying to contort 500 million years or 1,000 years. What on earth are the pyramids made of? Well, sandstone, of course, but this must be some kind of miraculous sandstone, surely. After all, sandstone is made of sand that's compressed and, over time, cemented together to form rock solid enough to support the weight of several tons of pyramid. According to AIG, all the sedimentary rocks we find, including sandstone, were deposited by the global flood. So after the flood, they would have blocked of sandstone rock capable of holding up a massive pyramid in just 250 years. Answers in Genesis, as usual, has no answer. The closest I could get was this page, which said millions of years aren't needed for rocks to solidify, just compaction and the presence of cementing agents. Well, here's the problem with that. We know where the sandstone used to make the pyramids was quarried from, and it was near the surface, so it wasn't miraculous cementing agents. Then how come this sand hasn't turned into solid rock in over 2,000 years? Archaeologists have found tons of sand. They found skeleton. From the time buried in sand, and the sand is still loose 2,000 years later. Yes, I know, if God could turn water into wine, then he could instantly turn sand into rock. But AIG goes to great lengths to show how the supposedly formed happened naturally without resorting to magical solutions. So once again, Answers in Genesis has no answers. So I look forward to your letters. Oh, and before the creationists out there yell at me for ignoring the explanation AIG gives as to how clocks and spark plugs and handbags and hats petrified, in other words, turned into rock, in just a few years, I haven't ignored it. I've covered this nonsense in my Hats Debunked. To recap, these objects haven't been petrified. They've had concretions deposited on them in much the same way as heavily mineralized water. So we have two problems with building the pyramids in a post-flood world: no people and no sandstone. And if AIG wants to argue that there were enough people, then guys, just talk among yourselves, because elsewhere on your channel you show very convincingly that there weren't. But it's not all bad news. And on behalf of the
That's pretty much the end of the video.
his community, I'm delighted to welcome him out of prison. Because, you know, I have a love-hate relationship with creationists. They're so nice and lovable, and they probably feel the same way about us. I'm sure they understand that we could all be friends if only, well, you know how those dumb beliefs just keep getting in the way. I don't know, I just can't put it into words. Perhaps the best way to express it is in song.
I know I stand in line until you think you have the time to spend an evening with me. And if we go someplace to dance, I know that there's a chance you won't be leaving with me. Then afterwards we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two.
All right, that's it of that. So, yeah, I put the. I think there's nobody. Too many people watching. 3 people watching. But I'll throw the link in the chat. If anybody want to come on and say something. But you see the foolishness. How these people and stuff, they try to incorporate biblical stuff in with actual history. And they'll lie. They absolutely lie. There's a link in the chat. Anybody want to come in? They will lie to you. They will lie. But yeah, man. It's crazy. But with that, yo, I'm about to head up out of here unless somebody want to come on. Shout out to Judah Jeremiah for hooking me up. I got a lot of people subscribing to my subscribers and some friend requests and stuff. I believe that's all through him. So shout out to him for that. Sorry we couldn't get to a conclusion with your ass last night and stuff. I don't know, my man might have had some of that stupid juice to drink before he came on. So hopefully we can. It was disappointing that we couldn't come to a conclusion or even talk civilly. But we tried, all 4 of us tried so hard to get things done last night. But yeah, I'm about to get my ass on out of here. Killah B, the Witch Finder General. You got a witch. I'm burning their motherfucking asses up. And before we go out, some explaining to do before we leave. I want everybody to go out there and ask this man. This man right here. You used to be a choir boy, Yarah. You used to be a choir boy before you became a priest. Just like Judah Nazar is a samurai. Oh, I got another good one too with Judah Nazar and shit. We tell him his son it's a samurai. How your son gonna grow up to be a samurai, Judah? These niggas, man, these niggas, well, I tell you, look at this nigga, man. And we wonder why he talks the way he talks. Look at this nigga. He went from this, he went from that, y'all. He went from that. He went from being a soft ass, hoe ass nigga and shit. Hey. Look at this nigga, yo. This is a Catholic priest. God damn. God damn. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, boy. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Oh, yeah, by the way, man, stop lying about this copyright and shit, because that is not copyrighted. You're sitting there lying to the people and shit. Cut that shit out. But with that, we getting the fuck on out of here and shit. Killah B. Make sure y'all do your homework on that Crown Prince cursed by Moses. That's right. So y'all can line yourself with that French dude and shit after 10 years. With that, make sure you boy. And I'm gonna get on out of here. I'm gonna leave y'all with some of that Charles Willison. Of course, he letting his light shine and shit. That's what we do out here. make sure you go check out his channel. I'll be putting it in the chat. There's the link.
My light shine at all times for the world to see. You reppin' nonsense, hatred, and jealousy. You spit that toxic, that poison, that ignorance. You talk a lot of shit, but none of it is relevant. You can miss me with all the lies. 1,000, I'm certified. 1,000, I'm certified. 1,000, I'm certified. I'm a bit unorthodox when I rock. Still look like Jimmy Hendrix with a boombox. B-boy era, black pants and mocks. 360 waves, the styles of my face was a cut from a fabric. My dad high science, my mama say mad, turn pain into power. Thoughts into dollars. Never been a follower, never been a coward. Took a few chances, took a few risks, took it to trial, and I beat that shit. Never took the stand, nah, I pleaded the fifth. But my crime partner ran his mouth like a bitch. Pressure burst pipes, but I stayed rock solid. Hella book smart, thorough street knowledge. Stand up guy till the day that I die. Me scared never, I'm built for whatever. You can miss me with all the lies. 1,000, I'm certified. 1,000, I'm certified. 1,000, I'm certified. I let my light shine at all times for the world to see. You reppin' nonsense, hatred, and jealousy. You spit that toxic, that poison, that ignorance. You talk a lot of shit, but none of it is relevant. Tell a nigga real by the shit he don't say. The shit he don't say, yeah, the shit he don't say. I can tell a nigga real by the shit he don't say. The shit he don't say, the shit he don't say. You spit that toxic, that poison, that ignorance. You talk a lot of shit, but none of it is relevant. You can miss me with all the lies. 1,000, I'm certified. 1,000, I'm certified. 1,000, I'm certified. I'm a bit unorthodox when I rock something like Jimmy Hendrix with a boombox. B-boy era, black pants and mocks. I turned pain into power, those into dollars. I've never been a follower, never been a coward, never been the type to do no fuck shit, never lie.
Killer Beat, Witch Finder General. You got a witch? I'll burn their asses up. And we out, people. Thanks for coming by. Remember, spread love 2019.